and here we are. The Commissioner's Corner, episode 22, sponsored by a new sponsor of the MSL, gotavi. So a big sponsor, and episode 22, lots to talk about. We got playoffs going on. We get to review past weeks and the upcoming. But before we get going, how was Shabbos? No.
Shabbos is a long time ago.
You should know what's funny. I was at a wedding last week, actually, in Brooklyn, and it's amazing how many guys are watching the podcast. It's the wildest thing. Guys who play in different leagues, or guys that have friends that are playing in our league, and they get the link. They're watching games.
Are you saying I throw myself under the bus every month of Shabbos?
Pretty much, the whole Brooklyn knows that my parking is coming out. Does not. Yeah, the whole shul thing is out. I spoke to the Guggenheim brothers, the Googies, and we caused a fight with their family, who's the best athlete between Ephraim and Yossi. And ultimately, bottom line is Gabriel is a better athlete than both of them. Who else? Hillel Hirsch watches. There's so many guys who were watching this podcast. And look who's jumping in now as we get going with the Commissioner's Corner. We got Ellie Stern, a player of the MSL, and now a big-time
champion.
Ooh, that's right.
Champion. I'm 1-0 in MSL leagues.
Oh, he's done.
You're retiring with a trophy, retiring, and now a big-time sponsor of the MSL with his company, gotavi. How you doing, Ellie? How's everything going?
He'll tell us how he pronounces it in a second. I mean, we get it. But he'll talk to us about his company as well and everything. But first, Ellie, how did you enjoy your first season in the MSL?
Oh, it was incredible. Joined the Fall Ball League, first time ever. I'm only here in Muncie for a few years, so I think I was supposed to join.
Where are you from originally?
Los Angeles.
Oh, go Lakers.
Yes, definitely. Lakers, Rams, Dodgers. Sorry, Toronto fans.
Oh, this was a great podcast. As a Jet fan, Met fan, I don't like you much.
Schleimer Weissman, though, he lives across street from my parents. I hear it from him all the time.
Oh, you got to put up with that. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's the best.
So just, you don't know this, but in the draft, people are like, who's Ellie Stern? And we didn't know you. No one knew you. And captains were asking me, and I had no idea. So
everybody was Googling LinkedIn. Everybody was trying to find out at least how does this guy look like.
There were some captains who went to profile pictures in WhatsApp to look at, this guy looks like a player or doesn't look like a player. That's what it was down to. But bottom line, I remember your first game, you were bashing the ball to left field. And they're like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And you made an impact right away. So that was it.
It was a great time. It was awesome. Definitely. Hopefully I get into the spring league, the new job. It's the first time you guys doing that league, right? In the spring?
So it's the first time we're doing a draft in the spring.
Okay.
We usually have the full season always, starting in the spring and the summer, but this is the first time doing a Sunday morning draft league, kind of like full ball, that type of thing.
I'm excited to get in that one as well. It's great times. I was supposed to play in the basketball league, I think 2 years ago. I fractured my ankle, I think, right before the league started. But
bad timing.
I think that's why I'm baseball only.
Yeah, it's safer. It's safer. Yeah. No one falls down playing baseball, right, Ezzy?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yet do I have to share the video? Yet do I have to share all the videos of you climbing, doing? I don't know what you're doing at first base. We can resend it.
Amazing.
All right. So Ellie, tell us about your company, what it is, who you're targeting, where do you get the name from, how do you pronounce it, all that. You're new here. Let's bring it out for everybody.
Yes. So it's pronounced gotavi, and it was founded by my dad and 2 other co-founders. The name comes from, my dad is a big hustler, been hustling for 30 years, built a bunch of businesses, and at the age of 51, he doesn't want to stop. So he's always, let's go. And it's go, like as in let's go, and then tavi is bring, as we go out and hustle and do the shtalas, Hashem should bring the shefa and the bracha of parnasa. So that's where the name comes from. Gotavi is an online platform where if you're starting a business, you have to incorporate, you have to get business insurance, payroll payments. You need all these admin stuff to get yourself set up. And usually people are they're going to multiple different vendors. They're talking to a bunch of different people. It's all over the place. Gotavi's platform, you can incorporate, insure, get payments and payroll all in one place. And it stores your information. It keeps your accounts there. It's a very cool, neat platform with a lot of other services coming. Now that we are having startups or different businesses join and use the platform, we can add other services as well, such as business licensing. We got some marketing tools. We have these AI agents like these chatbots that go on top of websites. And we have a really cool solution called AEO, which stands for Answer Engine Optimization. Now that everyone's talking to ChatGPT all day and getting away from Google, even though Google does have Gemini and they're answering an AI as well, it's like they put some text file onto your website that improves your score on ChatGPT and all these different AI platforms. So it's a very neat one-stop shop for businesses.
Is
And
this
yeah,
is this for all small businesses, big businesses, everybody? Is there
definitely for small businesses. Bigger businesses, we're still figuring out where it would fit. Maybe different products.
Is this specifically for startups or even companies that are already at
No,
it and
these
going at it?
companies that are already active. So one of our target audiences are law firms and CPA firms, people who are doing their stuff on behalf of their clients all day. One of the cool features in our platform is we have this organization section where I like to call it a father, child, grandchild setup where if you're a CPA or accountant and you have multiple clients you're servicing, you have a login and you're on top, and then under you can have company A, B, C, D, and even under those companies, let's say one client has multiple companies you're dealing with, they can have another section there where you're opening entities for them. You can invite them to the accounts. Now that the person's in the account, they might want to shop for insurance on through the platform. So it's very cool setup for those type of organizations.
When is this a new company? It's been around.
New company. They started building it a bunch of months ago. I would say they launched around 3-4 months ago, and we're just right now only incorporate. Right now, what's active is incorporation, insurance, AEO, and AI agents, and then we have payroll and payments and business licensing coming very soon.
And how do if a company wants to reach out to you and get connected with you, how do they do that?
You can either go to our website, gotavi.co, not .com, gotavi.co,
We'll put
and
it in the
or you
description
can,
of this thing after.
yeah, and then if you're going to reach me, then my email is eastern at gotavi.co, and you can reach my cell. Anyone can get it from you. I can share it here, 323-363-0945. Still got them Cali digits.
So you're the one that they should reach out to, and I mean, besides the website,
Yeah,
they can reach out to you personally directly.
100%. 100%. I'll talk to anybody.
Awesome.
Awesome. We hope to get your name out there, Gotavi. I like the name myself. It's catchy.
Yeah.
You'll have a team in this upcoming basketball season. Hopefully, it's a good team. All the teams are going to be really good, so you have a good chance
Okay.
to be talked about a lot. That's a
And
good
then
thing.
that'll be going for the second championship, you know?
Exactly. I got to go 2-0 now, and
Yes, you better give them a good team.
if I see they're not doing well, I'm gonna have to sub myself in.
You're the owner. You're the owner. You do what you want.
Exactly.
So
Amazing.
we're looking forward to seeing you again in our leagues for baseball, basketball. If you decide it's not injury risk anymore. I know I met you during football. You're a great guy, and I'm
Thank you.
sure anybody who reaches out to you will see what type of great guy you are, genuine guy, we're very confident in your company, and it sounds great. So Ellie, hope to see you soon on the field.
Ellie,
And
and good luck. Good luck with Gotavi. Good luck with it. and gotavi. That's it. Do your
That's it.
thing.
Go Tavi.
Go. Let's go. Thank you both, and
I love the name, by the way. I love the name.
amazing. Thank you both, and I'm looking forward to the league and following it.
Absolutely.
It'd be
We'll
great.
stay in touch and we'll definitely catch up. And we're hoping that we'll get to see you by a few basketball games this
Yes,
season.
I'm
Especially as a sponsor, you got to come in,
definitely gonna stop
Right.
by. I hope my dream is that if the Safer Chaim's sponsoring, I go up against Hartstein. That's my dream.
Everybody wants to go up against Hartstein.
Everybody, yeah, yeah.
We love Shmuley. I actually just spoke to him a few hours ago.
He's the best. He's the
Everybody
best.
wants to beat Shmuley, though.
Yeah, what's gonna happen is though he's gonna sponsor a Kol Yisrael team, and then they're gonna meet, and he's gonna have conflicts. Amazing. Okay, thank you both.
Thanks a
All
lot.
right.
Thanks for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you.
All
All
right,
right, so
Ellie
here we
Stern,
go.
great
Ellie,
guy,
you know what?
really good guy. Wishing him all the
Good guy. I
best
met him
in
by
his
Fall
new
Ball.
company.
Fall Ball. He's a genuine guy.
Yeah,
And it's funny also because I'm sure he's a good businessman as well. He's a confident guy in the field. After that first few games, people started asking who he was, and since he was a low draft pick, anybody who was out, they were able to replace with him, and they all wanted to. That was turn available. That was turn available. So he got around pretty fast. He's a good hitter, very good hitter.
Yeah.
So that was a nice surprise. So there we go. We have our first sponsors spotlight on the podcast. We're going to be adding this to our podcast. For now on, we're getting our sponsors on, giving them more time to show their face, to show their company, to talk about it as we continue to grow the MSL. But now let's get back to why we are here, and that is for our MSL basketball heading to the semifinals tomorrow night, Thursday night prime time. We have 4 teams left. We have at 8 o'clock. We have a great game. It is number 2 B'Sefer Chaim against number 3 Totally Accounting, and let's talk about how they got there. So
yeah.
I'll
Let's
talk
go.
about
Let's talk about totally accounting. Let's talk about
Let
that
me
game.
talk about last night first, because your game, you're
Knock it out.
blew out. So last night you weren't there, Ezzy. This was the game that was pushed off a week, as we didn't force anybody to play on the fast day. So most teams played. Terrell's team wasn't going to play after the fast, whatever reason it was. That's fine. We weren't going to force. Katz's team was a good sport, and the game was the only game last night, 8 o'clock. So of course, Katz and Malka at like 7 in the morning said, "What time can we get to the gym? What time? How early can we get to the gym?" They were ready. I got to the gym about 7:40, and both sides were full. I'm like, "Wow, Terrell's team's here, and they're here. That's great." And then I look around. It's just Katz's team. It's just B'Sefer Chaim. He had 9 guys there. 9 guys ready to roll, top to bottom. The only guy who wasn't there was Shummy. He's skiing. Always misses basketball playoffs. No matter how much we push it off, he misses it. But they were there. They had their regulars that were there all season, and then they had the guys who played the last few games. Gutman was there. Kelson's brother was there. Ami Solo was there. Their whole team was there. They were ready to go. And then you had Jack with YU's farm sale. They had 2 guys there. Boosie and Herman were the only guys there at 7:50. Then Jack showed up, and then Avi Giulianda showed up. And Malka's like, "Dude, 8 o'clock. We're going to start at 8 o'clock, right?" I think at 7:59, Ben Haber showed up. And you knew from that, when one team shows up and they're there for an hour shooting around, coming with 9 guys, and the other team barely gets there on time, you knew it would take a miracle, for YU to do it. And it ended pretty early. I mean, they went to a zone, YU, and B'Sefer Chaim dismantled the zone. And it wasn't
I watched it today, and I just turned it on. I watched like maybe 10, 15 minutes of it, and B'Sefer Chaim, the ball movement on their side, from Langer to Katz to Kelson and to Malcolm, it was just watching, and like this team is playing together. They are playing. They are going to be very, very tough to beat.
And people were asking me after the game, and maybe why are they sticking to a zone? Why? And I said they have 5 guys here. You're going to play with 5 guys, man. They'll be done. The way Katz, Malka, and these guys run, you can't. It's pick your poison. I know. And even during the game, I think somebody on YU was like, "Can we switch?" And like, We really can't. And they couldn't, but they picked them apart. Langer had his best game of the season that I saw. Langer was dominant. They were all great. And they beat him. That's going to happen. YU was the seventh seed for a reason. We saw it. They have talent. We said before the season they were the number 2 or number 3. The talent is there. I don't know if the
It
commitment
just
is
never
there.
clicked. It just never seemed like it clicked, right? It always seemed
It's
like
a tough league.
yeah.
Ezzy, we're in a tough league. So if you're not coming to play every minute of the game, you're not going to be able to
Especially
win.
if you're playing the top 4 or 5 teams.
For sure. You could get
You may
away with
beat
it
up on the
against a
bottom
couple.
teams, but you're not going to beat the top teams if you're just there. You show when you leave. It's just. But they're definitely a talented team. For some reason,
It
chemistry
didn't
it just
click.
didn't click. It just their ball movement was
Yep.
never clicked throughout the season.
The
All right, so
record, the record doesn't lie.
congratulations to Besefer Chaim for
David
moving on,
Kime, big win. They
and
move
they,
on.
they have one thing in mind. David Katz has one thing in mind: championship. That's it. To win it all.
Great.
To win
You
it
have to.
all. And that's
Yeah.
it. And you can tell his team is focused. He's focused. So we're looking forward to the game this week against.
Against Totally Accounting, how'd they get there? This is a great one.
You know what? I forgot about a week
No.
ago. But it was I mean, this was a close game. This was them against Cuff and Co. And I mean, this is as good as a matchup that you're going to get on paper. It was just a great matchup.
Yeah, me
For
too.
Cuff and Co., you have Koenigsberg, you have Jacoby, you have Braun was
Koenigsberg,
there.
great.
You had all the players here, and the game was
Kepler.
just back and forth, back and forth. Newman was
They even
having
had
a
Coach
great.
Googie there,
And exactly, he's injured, so Segugi was unable to play. And he may have been a missing piece there, that extra hustle, those hustle plays. But, totally counting was going back and forth, and this game went down to the wire. When you go down to the wire, the one player you want on the team, and we've said it about other teams, you want a player like Yosef Schwebel on your team. It's going to be
yeah.
calm. He's going to get everything set up and organized. When he's playing
Were
with
they
guys
down
like
12-0?
the game started off, they were down 12-0. They were down
Right?
12-0 to
They closed
start
the
the game.
timeout.
That's
I remember
correct.
that.
And Newman got hot. Freilich was running great pick and roll with
Freilich, was he
with
there? Was
Schwebel.
Freilich there? I don't
So
remember because he
interesting. So
fouled out really
interesting
quick.
enough.
He fouled
Interesting
out
enough.
quick.
He fouled out and then just disappeared. Just
Did
disappeared.
he?
It was like
He didn't
four
stay to the
minutes
end of the
left.
game?
He did not stay to the end of the game, and he bucked. And at the end of the game, after the game, I went over to Newman and Schwabel and Yosef. I said, "What's going on with Freilich? I know he fouled out, but And they're like, they looked at each other like, "Yeah, he has a test early tomorrow morning. Blah blah. He had to get out early." And what do you know? The next day, he gets engaged. So he must have been he
He had
he must
somewhere to
have been in a
go.
rush. I think the last foul. Remember with the last foul? We're like, that was a
We're like,
dumb
what is he
foul.
doing?
You know what? It was for sure intentional. He probably told
Oh
his
my
collar,
gosh.
"I'm going to be by you by 9 o'clock." He said, "I'm done. I'm out. Foul out,"
Just
and he was done.
after he got his fourth foul, we're like, Freilich, you got 4 fouls. Be careful. A play later, he just runs across.
He literally just a wild foul.
He didn't even complain. He just
Took his sneakers off and he was gone.
crazy.
So on that
And you
note,
know what? And when he fell down, I thought it was over. They're
yeah,
done.
yeah. But before, so
And
Mazel Tov to Freilich, Mandy
Mendy
Freilich,
Freilich.
on his engagement. So big time Mazel Tov. So
2
now you
guys
could
from
just
that team got engaged, right?
our league is a big schooler. You play in our
It's a
league,
big.
right?
There
You
was
play in our league.
one year on my team, if you remember, I was with a bunch of young guys. 3 of them or 4 of them got engaged that season. I
Wow.
forgot their names already. It was Erman's brother on that team, and I missed 2 guys in the playoffs because they got engaged, and one was a part of one of the guys. Yeah,
Let's see.
it's true.
Let's see if Freilich shows up tomorrow night. But give the ending of the game, Yitz. What happened at the
The
end
ending
there?
was amazing. The ending was amazing. If you remember, um, they went up. Totally Counting goes up, back and forth. But Totally Counting, I don't remember who hit the shot to put them up, but what's it called?
Cup and
Gets the
Co
ball.
gets the ball with about 5 seconds.
They were. Oh wait, so this leads up to it. Now I'm remembering. Once Freilich fouled out, and I think some Yosef was in foul trouble too. They kept going to Tepler, and Tepler was dominating. You know, he was hitting jumpers. He was going inside because they didn't want to foul. They were in foul trouble all game. And Tepler got really hot in the second half. He brought Kufako back because Kufako went down. And the last play of the game, they set it up for Tepler, 1-on-1. Tepler gets an open-ish look. A guy comes running at him, questionable foul or not, and the ball goes halfway down.
That was more in than I mean that ball in my
One
like
point game. It was 51-50.
in
I thought it was
and
in.
out and game
In and
over and totally counting squeaks that out. I mean walks away. I mean that was a big time win, but it was one. I mean that was one of the better games. Crisp games,
It was
clean
amazing
games.
game. One of the
It
best
was a
games. It's one of
great,
the
great
best
game,
games
and
I've
the
seen.
gym was full. The gym was full. Everybody was. I mean, that
They
was
stayed for
really,
it.
really an exciting game. But totally counting moves on out to play the safer time.
Yosef won Smash Us Player of the Game, I think, if I remember. I think it was him. Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep. He had a great game, a lot of assists. And I did the over-under poll today for assists. I put it at 5.5. He averaged about 5 to 6, you know. And the guys are smashing the over. No one voted under yet. I didn't check in the last hour. I mean, every other thing is close. Everybody has over 5.5 assists for Yosef Shoible, so he's getting a lot of respect.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about the matchup of the safer Chaim totally counting?
A lot of guys are asking me, but I spoke to David Goldstein today. He's like, "What do you?" I'm like, "It's a coin flip." He's like, "No, it's not an answer. It's not an answer. Who do you have winning?" I'm like, "I don't know. First of all, if I need to know if both guys are there. If both teams are there, I was telling Cats last night and their guys, I'm like, you beat them this year 71-49. Do not go into the game looking at that and saying, because Freilich and Newman were both not there. And I told them, I'm like, so they're like, yeah, but we were missing maybe. I go, I'm just warning you now. Don't look at that box score or the score and say, we have them. They're a great team. They were missing 2 of their top 3 players. Were not there. If you don't have Freilich and Newman, you can't look at that.
So you know, there are 2 keys that, you know, I was thinking about it today for B'Sefer Chaim. One of the keys is Langer.
Langer, for sure.
Totally accounting does not have that big guy. They have you know, Silver there. They have, you know, players. Langer has to somehow dominate the game. It has to be. He has to play. He's going to be a big part. And also, how is B'Sefer Chaim? Newman is going to score his points. There's no question about it. Newman is a scorer.
Here's the question. Who are they putting Gelnick on? He's their shutdown guy. He's their Akakian. He's their Schwartzman, right? Who are they putting him on? Are they going to put it on Yosef Shoible at the attack? Because he attacks. He's full court press. Gelnick's on you from the time you're inbounding the ball all the way down. And that's great. You could put them, or you're putting him against Newman, just like the Nissi Merenstein role, where Nissi goes against the scorer of the team, right? So are you going to put Gelnick on that scorer, or are you going to put Gelnick on the point guard to get them out of their game? That's going to be a key, because Gelnick's that guy, but he can't take everybody.
So the question is Newman's going to score his points. A big part of B'Sefer Chaim is going to be stopping the pick and roll with Yosef and Freilich. Freilich, they've been playing for years together. Freilich rolls off. He uses his body to box out, to get that clean pass. Yosef knows exactly how to get it to him. Are they going to switch up? Are they going to switch up quick enough? And I've seen team have trouble with this. Stopping the pick and roll. So I would say stopping the pick and roll and Langer having a big game. From the side of totally counting is who's going to be the next player to step up? Who's going to be the next guy? Is it going to be Milstein going to get? Is it going to be Justin? You know, a guy like Justin, it's going to be another piece. Newman's going to score his points, Yosef Shoible, but in a game like this, is who's going to be your Josh Hart type? Like, who's going to be that guy that's going to get you 14 points? And I think it's maybe a game that Justin may have to step up and be more of a scorer in case Newman gets locked up. If Freilich gets locked up on, that's what I look at them. They're gonna find their points. They're gonna score. Who's going to be the next guy to step up?
Right. So totally counting in their starting lineup has, you know, I'm not going to count Vogel as a scorer. He could put it in near the basket. But they have 4 guys you can't leave open. You're not leaving Schwabel open.
No.
You're obviously not leaving Freilich, Newman, or Justin open. So you're not doubling anybody, really. These guys, and what we say from the beginning of the year, this is the best passing team in the league. Right?
Yes.
It's very tough to play them. Now, it was interesting last week. Milstein got very few minutes. They had all their guys there. Milstein, who it's the guy on, I'm not going to say who, but a guy on Pacific Chaim just reached out to me about an hour ago. He was looking at the box score of their game last week. They're scouting. And he's like, was Milstein there? Because last time they played against Milstein, he's like, the Red had killed us last time. When the other guys, Milstein had like 20 points. If you remember, he was burying threes.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the Milstein played last game because the box score was nothing. I'm like, he played very few minutes. They have their guys there. You know who played a big role for them last week? I went very under whatever the word is.
Under the radar.
Cohn. Under the radar, thank you.
Yeah.
Daniel Cohn locked down defensively last week.
Yeah.
He's a vet. He's
He got some big rebounds. He got some big rebounds there at the end.
Offensive rebounds, and he's a pest. He'll get his 4 fouls, but he'll make him worth the while, right? He'll get his 15 minutes and foul out maybe, but he totally accounting from top to bottom is strong. Langer is going to be the key, correct? Now Gutman would have been a huge key, but he's not going to be there. He has a wedding tomorrow night, so Langer's going to be that guy. They're obviously going to need to move the ball very well.
You know, David Katz is going to get his 16 to 21 points. He's going to get his 18 points. He's going to score his points. You know what Malka is going to do. But I think from the inside, from that big player, Malka, you want to see Langer end up with 25 points. You want him with 16 rebounds. That's really what you want to see from him. But I think
they're going to need Kelson.
Yeah, and I think this game is going to go down to the final 3 minutes. It's going to be a 5-point game with 3 minutes left. And
I'm going to say it again. I cannot call a winner. I can't.
No, I agree.
It's that close. The next game, I could call a winner. This game, I can't.
All right.
You know what?
So let's jump to the next game then.
I'll jump to it, but I'm going to say the one thing before that.
Go ahead.
The one reason I might give the edge to B'Sefer Chaim, only reason, talent-wise, they're both great. B'Sefer Chaim has been there together in veteran leagues before. Now, I know Schwabel has played with these guys, but it's their first time in this league, and to me, they're still young, right? They need the right of way. They got to get through someone first. I'm not saying they can't do it, but I would say that would be my only edge that I'm giving. Because man to man, you got Katz against Schwabel, you got Malka against this guy, they're there. So that edge and
they match up great. I'm so looking forward to that game tomorrow night. You know, so it's definitely going to be a great one. Good luck to both of them.
In Mawa, 8 o'clock, prime freaking time.
All
Get
right.
out there, come watch the game. If you're not out there, you watch it on the live stream. It's going to be great. And the 9 o'clock game is, of course, Wibissery, undefeated. I speaking to Azer. Azer told me he went back and looked at it. They have 2 losses in the last 3 years. Wow. That's including playoffs and everything. That's crazy.
Wow.
24-2 in the regular season. And then 6-0 in the playoffs. So 30-2.
And Webissery in the first playoff game, they just ran away with it last week.
Yeah, Premium had no chance. Premium said after the game, like we had no chance against them. Webissery, we'll talk about Webissery.
Well-oiled machine, Webissery. They're well-oiled.
And we have to give the props. They're playing against Eliezer Weissmandel. Another engagement in our league. Was that this season also he got engaged?
Yep.
Eliezer Weissmandel and Luxury Connections. They have some guys who are single on that team still, so they still have time. Next 2 weeks. Who beat Smash House? Smash House. You could talk about them last week. That game. They didn't look. Smash House. Yes. Smash House.
Smash House just didn't. They were off. There was something that they just were not. They just didn't play well. Even their defense was not up to par. Even the defense, I was saying it, like you always have an expectation of their defense. And last week, maybe it was after the tinnitus or something. You saw it early on that they were not going to win. They just didn't have that. They didn't have that extra energy in them. They didn't have that extra fight, that extra spark. And again, I'll say it. It's always going to be. They need a point guard. They need a point guard that can use a go-to scorer. They can use a go-to scorer. Terrell mentioned last week, Wagner with the right point guard running. Wagner can score a lot. If you set Wagner up with the right point guard, there's no reason why he's not scoring 20 points a game. Just running with him. It was just, even on their breakaways, there too many extra passes. You watch it, why just go strong? And it's like they're making the late pass too late. Remember, we kept saying it, too late, that pass. The pass should have gotten earlier on the break. Get rid of it
Yeah.
quick. Make the ball. They just run. Too close, then the ball starts flying all over the place. So
Right.
a little disappointing. But again, I think like you just said about totally counting. Sometimes you just have to get there, lose, and just know what you need
Yeah.
to take the
I
next
mean, they're
step.
getting
And I
better
and I
every
do
year.
think they know what they need, and they're going to try to
Yeah.
find that player.
And Luxury is a good team. They only come with
Yeah.
5 guys, which so far it hasn't. Tomorrow, let me tell you something. You come with 5 guys against Wabissery, and I don't know if you'll make it after halftime. You might just go home at halftime and say, "I can't breathe."
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
You cannot
because that's what they are. They're a
five
running
guys.
team with Azer and Akaki and just running. They have the rebounders and they
Gav,
just run. They just run.
yeah,
So yeah, so it's then if they come with 5 guys,
they're a good team.
they may
But
keep it close for 3-4 minutes, and then even last week we saw it at times. They were holding their hips, and you
yeah,
saw them like,
4 guys on the other
okay,
side of the court.
yeah, you saw it last week affect them. They're a scoring team. They have Abudi plays a great guard, and you have
Great team. They have
Weissman,
Radinsky,
Radinsky's a
Sammy Goldstein, who was third in or second in the league in scoring.
yeah,
You got some MVP votes, right?
yeah.
People know about Sammy Goldstein now. Great scorer. Gewurtzman plays that inside. He rolls to the basket. They're a good team. They are
Yep.
a good team. They're a young team, another young team, but they're going up against a machine.
They're going against the best. Like we said, a well-oiled machine. These guys, all season we're waiting for somebody to take them down, and there are a lot of good, talented team. And here they are at the end of the
They did
year,
have 2
still
close
undefeated.
scores. 2 close scores here. Yeah, but they win. Yeah. I mean,
They
let's
know
talk about
they know how to
let's
win.
give let's give Wabissery its props now. Let's talk about, because we really didn't talk about them much because they were always number 1 in the rankings. You know what? They have on their team. They have 2 MVP caliber players, 100%. You have Ben Akaki and Ehud Azer. There could be an argument for either one of them to win MVP. When you watch the games, you have Akaki and all his stats. He fills the stat sheet. When you watch the game, you have Azer taking the shots, hitting the big shots in huge games. Who they're going to, you see it's Azer, keeping them in games, hitting a 3 to beat Terrell, getting 18 points in the first 5 minutes of the game to put out. You have 2 legit MVPs, and they both have 1 MVP already. So you have 2 of those guys. You have great role players, and this is no knock on them by saying they're role players. Gav Perlman has got better each year, but scored fewer and fewer points. When he came into the league, this Gav could put up 25 points. He doesn't do that now because he doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great role player for that team.
And he knows his role, and he accepts his role to be on a winning team. Sometimes you have to give up your shots, but he doesn't take bad shots. He knows.
Doesn't take bad shots.
Yeah,
He doesn't stop moving. He sets picks, gets rebounds. What's his name reminded me? I think Azer, maybe Golson reminded me when they beat Terrell at the buzzer. When Azer hit the 3, it was Gav who got that offensive rebound. Gav came crashing in out of nowhere, got the offensive, kicked it out to Akaki, and he threw. Gav is a
cross
motor.
court to Azer.
Yep. You have Nissi Merenstein plays his role. Again, another guy who back in the camp days would score his 20 points a game. They don't need that. They need 4 points from Nissi, lockdown player, and just get in the faces.
And let's not forget Pollock.
Yeah, he's not a role player.
Right, I'm saying, but Pollock, he's a center who can score inside and outside. He's a big body. He can match up against all the big boys. When he plays against, Wagner and Langer, all these guys, he can match up against them. He also pulls the center out because he can shoot the outside shot.
Of course,
So that's a nice
game.
piece.
He's doing that for years.
Yeah, and he's able to pull out the defenders. It opens it up for Azer. So he's a big piece to that. But again,
Ayal.
Ayal, like you said, Goldstein builds team
Let's not forget about Goldstein. David.
Yeah.
Because we know David for years. Besides being a winner, which he is, a little under the radar type guy. He's very, you don't know. He gives you the smile, but we know deep down inside, we know.
I gave him a technical. I
remember giving him a technical in our first season. I'll just let you know. I was like, me? What? Yeah, David, you can shut up for the last 10 minutes under your breath. We heard it.
We love David. But if there was ever in all our leagues, if someone was going to win general manager of the year, it's always going to be him. He manages to put teams together, and it's not always the same team. He uses different pieces. He lets go of guys, picks up, but he picks up the right pieces that are going to fit the foundation and the
They
core
have to
players that he
fit.
has, and he's
They
amazing
have to.
at it. And when
I
he's
know
on the
he's
court, he gets his rebounds. He's not going to score,
rebounds,
but he
defense,
gets his
tips.
rebounds. Defense knows his role. Not going to score much, but he's
No,
going to get his rebounds. Comes in 3 minutes here, 4 minutes here. He doesn't overstay, on the court. He knows his role,
no.
knows
He
his
does his role. He knows the
limits.
playing time for guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I
He,
remember
he's he's great.
he was on my team for years, way back in the day in the old league. Jeremy Nussbaum was our point guard, and Jeremy was a great point guard. And he used to get the ball to Goldstein a foot from the basket every time, and Goldstein would always pass it back out. And after the second game, Jeremy's like, "I'm done. I'm not passing to him anymore." Like, it's not, he stopped. You know, Jeremy's like, he would
I'm
give it
done.
like perfect, and right back out. He didn't even look at the basket. But Duffin plays his role. He's a great defensive
Yeah.
player, a great rebounder. He has long arms. He gets his hands on balls. He starts fast breaks. And if they also have Lowinger if he's going to show up. I don't know if they need him or not for tomorrow.
Yeah.
They got a team. I mean, this team's been together. The core has been together. There's a reason they don't lose. And if someone asks me who I think is going to win this game, sorry, Webster is winning this game. That's my prediction. Can Weissman?
The only way it can stay close is Weissman's
How?
team. They have to have more than five guys. If five guys, they can only keep. They have to come with players. They have to play it slow. They have to play it
They
their
have to play slow.
pace.
For sure
They have to
play
play.
slow.
They have to play their pace. They can't fall into, okay, they ran on us, we're going to run back on them. No. You're going to run yourself out of that game quick. So
By the way, you could ask David Goldstein. In the draft league we had about 4 seasons ago, I think, my team was in the championship, and it was a crazy draft league because somehow Goldstein had Hakakian and Azer on.
tell me, GM of the year. GM of the year. He
He's like,
manages.
no, Azer's this. He's not so good, and this season. I'm like, yeah. Well, my first pick was Swirly Cone. Okay, just it was. I had Swirly Cone and Gav on my team, and Zelikovic. Those are my 3. He came with Azer, Hakakian, and Merenstein. Anyway, we got to the finals against him, and our game plan was get back on D. Like the second we shoot, don't go for offensive rebound, come back on D. And at one point, with like 3 minutes left, the score was 33-29. Against them, a low-scoring game. They ended up beating us by 8. I think it was 41-33. But that was the closest game. Think about it. We had the worst team of them, but we had a game plan. And we had it last year, by the way. I was on David Katz's team with them, a much better team. They had Katz, Langer, Malka, and then we had Fishoff and Betzal, not what they have now. Our game plan was, let's slow them down, maybe go to his own. We never did it. And you remember that first half, 24-3 or something.
Yeah, it got ugly early. It got ugly early.
You got to have a game plan against them and stick with the game plan. And that game plan has to be to slow it down. If you're running with them, they're going to beat you. Because they're just a better defensive team than everybody in the league. No matter what anybody says about defensive players, as a team, they're the best defensive team. They're not the biggest team. Their guards get rebounds. Merenstein rebounds, Azer rebounds, Gav rebounds, Akakian rebounds, and then you have their big guy, Pollock and Goldstein rebound. So they're all getting rebounds. They don't stop moving, and if you run, they will run you out of the building. So if Weissman's team wants to win, come with 6. You're going to need another body, and slow the game down. Do not let them, get you to run. Like they'll miss a 3, and you're going to think, okay, let's run. They want that because if you run, even if you score, they're down the other end scoring again, and you're tired,
Yep.
and they're not.
Agreed. So it should be, it should be exciting playoffs. It's been an exciting season.
Yigal been coming down last night also with the giving the Player of the Game, Smashers Player of the Game award. David Katz's team let me know and let Yigal know that after every game, they have a huge order. Like it's got to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Every game they go to Shami's house or something and they order it. Yigal gave them yesterday 10% off of their order now that he knows. But they're big. They know that Smash is a sponsor, and David Katz knows they're a sponsor, and he says they're a sponsor. I'm going to support them, and they do, and it's a great thing. It's great to see Yigal there. He comes to the junior games, the Midos Awards. Everybody loves it. Kids are begging for it.
Yep, absolutely. Yigal and Smash House, big time sponsor of our leagues, and it's always great to see him around. He's committed to our league, and we appreciate everybody that goes into Smash House. And I'll say this talking about sponsors. I had 2 people today call me about No Joe promo. I had
Wow, I
two
was gonna
people
say that.
today ask me for Nojo promos information. So we appreciate that. We appreciate all the league, you
We are we,
going and using our sponsors.
right. We definitely put our sponsors out there. And now other sponsors are seeing it, right? When you have a mouthful of smashes and you're talking about it for a week straight, and when we show Nojo promo, and when we talk about our other sponsors see it, and they want to get involved. And that's what we want to do. We want to, hey, let's help you, right? That's what it's about. Gotavi, sponsored by this. Let's do it.
Uh, uh,
You're hiding out again?
yes, no. I'm, I'm hungry. I put it away. I ate. I was eating it, and then you said, "Okay, let's do the podcast now." I'm like, give me another 2 minutes. I have a few more bites to take, but you know what I'm saying. Now that you're talking about it,
Oh, here
smash
we
out.
go.
Let's go, baby. Oh,
All right.
always ready,
Always.
baby.
We love it. We love it. MSL's rocking. We're looking forward to the junior season. We're already 2 games in. We're starting our next the championships is Tuesday, and we're ready to start 3 weeks later. We got strong teams. Teams. By the way, Jack Terrell today, just a little inside scoop. Jack Terrell asked me about a guy. He's like, "Is Cats picking up this guy?" I'm not saying who it is. I said, "They mentioned they're going to be even better next season. I don't know who this guy you mentioned." He goes, "Oh my God." He goes, "If they pick up this guy." So teams, no matter what, I love that teams are trying to get better. Dovin Nimney was out there. We didn't have to ban him yesterday. He was on the mic. He's getting very selective with his guys. Damsky made some moves. He got Konigsberg, by the
And
way.
it takes time. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It takes time.
And I'm not going to mention the other guy he got because he's still playing.
Oh, wow. You know what? It takes time, and I appreciate a guy like Nimini and some other teams. It takes time to build a
Oh,
championship
that
team.
reminds me. Yeah.
It takes time. Build it slow. Get your piece. Like I know Hassan. We are talking to him.
That's it.
About
I,
building a team.
I
Be
spoke to
patient.
Hassan,
Be
by the way.
patient.
Good call. I spoke to Hassan for probably 45 minutes today.
Right?
Literally. He's so excited, but he's like, I'm jumping ahead of the horse. I have this guy in mind, that guy. This guy said yes, maybe this guy. Because he's so excited. He knows what he needs and he's going for it. And yeah, he really, yeah.
And
That's a great
then
call on
just
Hassan.
build it right. You pick up a play here, a player there, and
Yep.
just build it the right way. Build a team with your vision, what you have in mind. It doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes the first year you
Nope.
win 3 games, you win seven. You just keep building. Just keep building
And
to
Ryan
what
Shulman's
you
back with
want.
the team.
It's gonna be exciting. I'm telling you, we're gonna finish
I
off
know.
strong, and then we're gonna have an amazing next season as
Great
well.
season.
So lots
All
going on in
right.
the MSL,
Tomorrow
and
night we
looking
are
forward
awarding
to a great playoff.
we're awarding the MVP tomorrow night between the 2 games. So come down or watch it because we will be giving out the MVP award. Closest race we ever had. No joke. Closest.
I still don't
It's
know
the
who
closest
it
race I've
is.
ever seen. Crazy.
Right, we've had conversations with captains, the voting enough to, it's definitely as close as a call.
Whoever gets it deserves it, and whoever doesn't get it will
Also
feel
deserves
snubbed
it.
because they deserve it.
Yeah,
And we just can't give out 2 or 3 MVPs. It's not the way we do it.
yeah.
So, all right, Ezzy, we'll see you tomorrow night. Hopefully, you see a lot of people looking forward to a great semifinals.
So what
Great
time and where's tomorrow's games?
8 o'clock in Mawa. We got the Mawa gym, 8 o'clock. I know Dova Goldstein was there last night practicing
Oh,
with his
nice,
team.
nice. And the second game is following right after.
Right after, we're going to give out the
Awesome,
MVP trophy, and then we're starting the game.
awesome.
And then Tuesday championship, back in Torn.
Oh,
All
baby.
right.
Let's rock and
Great
roll.
Wednesday podcast.
Take care, Yit.
Where's the papers?